The Lion and the Mouse. One day, a great lion lay asleep in the sunshine. A little mouse ran across his paw and woke him up. The great lion grabbed the little mouse and lifted him up by his tail. The little mouse cried, "Oh, please, let me go, lion. Someday I may help you." The lion laughed at the thought that the little mouse could be of any use to him. But he was a good-natured lion and set the mouse free. Not long after, the lion was caught in a net. He tugged and pulled with all his might, but the ropes were too strong. Then he roared loudly. The little mouse heard him and ran to the spot where the lion was stuck. "Be still, dear lion, and I will set you free. I will chew on the ropes until they break." With his sharp little teeth, the mouse cut the ropes and the lion came out of the net. "You laughed at me once," said the mouse. "You thought I was too little to help you. But see, a tiny little mouse can do great things." From that day on, the lion respected the animals smaller than him and kept his kind-hearted ways whenever he saw an animal in need. Moral of the story: good deeds are rewarded. The Fox and the Grapes. One day, a fox was very hungry. He searched everywhere for food. At last, the fox went in a vineyard. He saw some bunches of grapes hanging from the vines. He tried to reach them, but they were too high. He jumped again and again, but could not reach them. At last, he got tired and said, "These grapes are sour. I don't want them." Then it ran away. Moral of the story: we should accept our incapabilities and try to improve them. The Donkey in Lion's Skin. Once upon a time, a donkey found lion's skin. He dressed himself in that skin. Wherever he went, the other animals and people feared him. Everyone thought that he was a real lion. Soon, he started to think of himself as a lion. One day, he heard some donkeys braying in the village. He wanted to show them that he can sing even louder. So he started braying, and the villagers heard him. They ran after him with sticks and beat him to death. Thus the poor donkey paid the price for his foolishness. Moral of the story: never masquerade as someone else. The Rabbit and the Tortoise. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit and a tortoise. They were good friends. They used to meet and play every day. The rabbit always boasted that he could run faster than the tortoise. So they decided to have a race. They chose a starting and finishing point. The rabbit ran really fast and soon left the tortoise far behind. He thought that tortoise is too slow and he can rest for a while. So he stooped under a tree and went to sleep. Meanwhile, tortoise kept walking the whole time and reached the winning point. When the rabbit woke up, he saw that the tortoise has already won the race. Moral of the story: slow and steady wins the race. The Fox and the Goat. One day, a fox fell into a well. He tried his level best to get out, but in vain. At that time, a thirsty goat passed by the well, peeped into the well, and saw the fox inside. The goat asked, "What are you doing there, Mr. Fox?" "The water in this well is the finest in the whole country. Jump in and try it," said the sly fox. Not even thinking for a second, the goat jumped into the well, quenched her thirst, and looked around. Just like the fox, she found herself helpless to come out. The fox said, "I have an idea. You stand on your hind legs. I can climb onto your back and then to your head and manage to pop out of the well from there. Then I shall help you come out also." The goat once again, without thinking twice, did as the fox said. The fox climbed onto the back of the goat and jumped out of the well and walked away. While walking away, the fox said, "If you had as much sense as your bird, you would have been more cautious about jumping in without making sure that you could get out again." Moral of the story: look before you leap.